Hey guys, it's Heidi and you're welcome to aidyscouture. If you're joining us for the first time, then you're at the right location. Please don't forget to hit that subscription button and the notification bell at once. In this channel, we share sewing tutorials with special reference to ruched dresses or elastic dresses or smoky dresses, whichever one you would wish to call it. So please join this huge family, be a part of this family. Feel free to tell me whatever it is you would want to learn. Okay, yeah, so this video was made based on request, so with so much excitement, I'm going to be introducing you all to the dress we'll be making today. Yes, this beauty, this is a ruched dress, this is an elastic dress, and this is a with shoulder dress. So you can think of the numerous things you'll be learning today. Come on, join us as we begin. So guys, I'll be making use of 2 yards of pure cotton fabric. This material is quite light and is by length 60 inches. It is not stretchy in any form, okay? So I'll be starting by cutting my sleeve, okay? My round sleeve for my client is 13 inches. So because I need it to be free, I'll be multiplying my 13 inches by 2 to give me 26 inches. That is what I got. So I'm going to fold it into 2 again because I would want to cut for the both sleeve at once. In that case, I will need just 13 inches. Right now I'm taking off the excess in the upper hem so that I can have an equal or straight upper hem. After I've done that, I'm going to measure the length of the sleeve for my client. Her length is 25 inches, but I'll add 5 inches extra to ensure that the sleeve is long and not hanging in any way. I'm also going to add about 3 more inches for the sewing allowance and all the allowances I could possibly need. So rather than using 25 inches, I'm going to be making use of 32 inches in total. So right now I'm just going to separate it so that one part would be for each of the sleeves. I'm going to explain something in details few seconds from now. Okay guys, so this is our sleeve. All right, this is the upper hem, okay, and now this is the round sleeve of my client. My client has a round sleeve of 13 inches, but this is on fold into 2, okay. So to have a puffy, for it to be puffy or free, I multiplied my round sleeve by 2 inches. That's 26 inches, okay. So basically when I open this up, I should have 26 inches in total, but when it's on fold this way, I measure from this point to this point to be 13 inches. And now I want to describe the lower hem, okay. Now for the lower hem, you're going to measure from the upper hem to this point the actual length of your client. My client has an actual length of 25 inches, okay. So this point is 25 inches. Now at that point of 25 inches, ensure that the round sleeve doesn't exceed 12 inches. If it does, it's going to remain loose even after putting your elastic thread. So this is the point I'm trying to analyze. Once you make your sleeve more than 12 inches, it's going to be loosed at this end, okay. So if you're asking, how about if the round sleeve of my client is 11 inches, then you can just cut it straight. 11 inches at the upper round sleeve, and then the lower round sleeve 11 inches as well. But if you have a client that round sleeve is like 14, 15, okay, ensure that the lower round sleeve remains at 12 inches. If you're going to make it equal at 14 or 15, then after fixing your elastic thread, that place wouldn't stay firm. So we'll be cutting the main bodies of the dress. If you've watched my other videos, you will understand how the bodies of an elastic dress is cut, okay. Now in this one, I'll be cutting it as a with shoulder dress, okay. So I'm going to be taking my measurement with the shoulder inclusive. I'm not going to be removing 5 or 6 inches as usual. So from the upper hem, I'm going to be taking the length of my gown, which is 48 inches, okay. Now after I've added 48 inches, because it's a drawstring, I'm going to add 2 inch extra for it to stay put, okay. And then I'm going to add 2 extra inches for weaving and all forms of sewing allowance, okay, because I'm going to be folding the top and then the bottom as well. So basically we are talking about 52 inches, okay. So I'm going to measure that and then I'm going to cut through. Remember the actual length of your client. Is this long because it's a midi dress, okay. So you're going to measure the actual length of your client. You add 2 inches for the drawstring, and then you add 2 inch again for sewing allowance. Okay guys, so right about now I'm done sharing. This literally took me a whole day. Okay, trust me, sharing ain't small business. So I folded my fabric into 2 and now I'm folding it into 2 again, that is basically into 4. I'm going to face it towards the center and I'm going to measure my neck width. I'm going to be working with 5 inches, okay. I just measured 5 inches from the center and then I'm going to cut it. Now the neck depth I'm going to make use of is 4 inches, okay. So I'm measuring 4 inches as well, and then I'm going to make my curve to form the neck. As you can see, both the back piece and the front piece are the same. Now for the armhole, my armhole depth is 8 inches. So I'm just going to create a small curve from there all the way down to a depth of 8 inches. Take note that since it's an elastic dress, one might ask, how about the shoulder? Well, in this case, the elasticity would stand in for it. Okay, we are back to the sleeve. I'm explaining how I measured it to fix my elastic from the upper hem to that central point. I made use of my actual client sleeve, that is 25 inches, okay, and then I added 2 more stitches in front and 2 more stitches behind, okay. That is 25 inches, and then I added 2 more stitches in front and 2 more stitches behind. So I have a total of 5 inches here and like 4 spaces being differentiated by like half an inch for each of them. I'm going to be cutting the armhole for the dress. Remember that this is a with shoulder sleeve, okay. So I'm going to be cutting the armhole for the sleeve right now. So after arranging it, I'm going to just make a large armhole curve. This has to be quite large because part of it would be gathered to form the puff. Well, pleated to be precise. Now I'm going to be getting into the ruched part where we are going to be fixing our drawstring, okay. So I'm taking the length of the center of my dress from the top to the bottom. So I have a length of 45 inches. I'm going to measure 45 inches. I'm going to add 2 inches for folding allowance and then I'm going to cut through. So basically I'm cutting at 47 inches. If you've watched my video on how to make a drawstring dress, you remember that the width size I usually use is 3 inches. So I'm going to fold this. This is 1.5 I used, and I'm going to cut it through. It's on fold, that's why I used 1.5. Once it's opened up, we'll have 3 inches. Now I'll be making the strip, okay, for the dress, okay. So I'm going to measure this strip to ensure that it is up to 45. It actually exceeds 45, okay. So yes, we have it exceeding 45 with some extra. So we're going to just divide this particular strip into 2, okay, so that once we get it fixed into the dress, we're going to have 2 strips falling out. So guys, that's basically all there is to the cutting of this beautiful dress. I'm going to be joining this dress in my next video. The link to that video will be provided in the description box. Do well to click and watch to see the steps I followed to get this done. Thank you for sticking with me up till this time.